there's a track that I made called All the Time, which is top of the list. And the way I came into this special studio time was, you know what, if all I can do is complete this one track, then that'll do. But anyway, I spent all night doing it last night, finishing it. The track started 3 years ago, and it was inspired by this track here. Okay, now if you guys don't mind, I'm going to tell you a little story. I've even had to write down the storyline. This is how long the story is, guys, so if you're not interested, if you haven't got time, these are bullet points for my story to keep track of how this thing is going down. So, I'm going to turn it down just a little bit, guys, to there, so I can tell the story. So let's flip back to October 2017. And me and one of my best friends were doing a fiesta called Charm Beats. The idea of Charm Beats was to spread good daytime vibes with more down-tempo, chill-out kind of flavours. We'd start here and move up to some disco funk, just playing some real good music, making people happy. Anyway, then one day we had another one of my very, very good friends, Rob Gritton, who was one of the first friends that I was lucky enough to meet on the island, and is still one of my closest friends on the island to this day. He was a guest DJ to play at Charm Beats, and Rob is a formidable house and tech DJ. But like I said, with Charm Beats we tried to do something different, so we invited him to play a sunset. Anyway, I remembered he played a beautiful sunset, and I couldn't believe actually some of the stuff he was playing. So the next day I get up and this song comes on, and I was like, oh wow, what is that? I know it, it's so familiar, but I just couldn't quite picture it, I couldn't quite remember the name. So to save time I decided to Shazam, and up it popped, Adios Ayer by Jose Padilla. So I was extremely inspired by the string. It literally pulled my strings, and I started intentionally making the most chilled track that I've made under my Laylo alias so far. And then a very magical character popped into my head by the name of Moti, who happened to be in my mind after I'd made the music for this track. So I just went on Facebook. I was, he was on my mind. I went on Facebook and I had a little look, and he posts videos all the time. I went on and I basically ripped 3 of his videos through my voice recorder. Oh, there it is. Through the voice recorder, through Facebook, through the speakers. Anyway, sorry to interrupt, guys, but it's been 1 week since I got back from the studio, and I'm just chilling in my happy place, Seaport Bungalows. And I remembered I forgot a little bit of the story. So Moti, after he heard the track, I explained to him how I've recorded it off Facebook. I'd like him to come over to my place and re-record the vocal so that we can make it a little bit clearer. And he came over to my place, and I explained to him, we need to remake this vocal, and we just, this isn't Moti's job. And obviously when he made the original video, you can really, like I said, sense the real passion. So we just relaxed for a few hours, had a little bit of bonding, just chatted a little bit about life, and then once we were both comfortable and relaxed, he re-recorded the vocal. He did it about 4 times, and I was really happy with what he did. And then after he left, I got to work on it that night, and I was like, man, you still just can't catch the original feeling. He was live on Facebook and he was very emotional with what he was saying, but as luck would have it, the parts where I really needed to feel his emotion from the original video happened to be on the breakdown of my song, and the other parts that he re-recorded sound beautiful and strong over the music. So I was able to use a bit of Moti's original video from Facebook and the new one that he recorded. Anyway, sorry to interrupt, guys. I'm going to let you get back to the story. So very sadly, the legendary Jose Padilla passed away in October. We had Bliss Beats around about the same time. I'm not sure if it was on the exact day or the day after, but we had a beautiful sunset, and I just quite instinctively just did a natural tribute for him and played this gorgeous track called Adios Ayer for sunset, and I let the track play all the way to the end. And basically the track that I made with the vocals are so powerful about how you can really choose to appreciate life to the maximum. And the vocals were so potent that when I was really, really depressed, I just couldn't listen to it. I couldn't even think about the track. So moving forward, I was always thinking to do an instrumental version as well, in case people are really struggling, maybe they're not going to resonate with the vocals. Anyway, so I'm playing this Adios Ayer for the first time at Bliss Beats, for the first time in my career, and it gets to this part at the end of the track.
Este es mi momento. Ahora, aquí. Adiós, ayer.
Super powerful. For those of you who don't speak Spanish, adios ayer is goodbye yesterday. It can also mean see you later. Ahora, aquí, here we are now. Este es mi momento. This is my moment. So let's just say that song really hit home after I played it as a tribute to Jose Padilla. And I decided, wow, I could actually sample the vocal, and maybe instead of doing just an instrumental version, I could put the vocal on the track here. Anyway, as you can see, I'm just going to move down here. I've got my Jose vocals here. So I've only used the Jose vocals 3 times. He comes into track very, very subtly, and that's for about 1 or 2 seconds at a time. So it's nice and discreet, and it's going to be my tribute to the legendary Jose Padilla. I sent the track, we're nearly there, guys. I sent the track to a very, very good friend of mine who's actually resident at Café Del Mar. And ironically, Café Del Mar was my last official residency in Ibiza in 2015. And it's somewhere that's always very, very close to my heart. The ethos, what they stand for, the beauty of it, the music they've created, I've got unlimited respect and love for the place. And so my good friend who's resident there, when I sent him the track, he said maybe there's something missing. And then I realized that there was something missing. It's the cello. So the cello player that I had collaborate with me at Bliss Beats, unfortunately was away in Chiang Mai for several months. Eventually we touched base around about the 10th of January, and it's my birthday on the 13th, and I asked him if he's available on the 11th or the 12th, and he says no. And I said, how about Wednesday, which was going to be the 13th, and he said yes. I was like, fantastic, let's do it from any time between 10 and 2 p.m. would be great. He's like, great, I'll see you at 1. So I'd actually planned to meet some friends at my happy place in Koh Phangan at Seaboard Bungalows on Wednesday afternoon around about 2-3 p.m. was a rough plan. The cello player turned up 2 hours late. He arrived at about 3 o'clock, and I saw him unpacking his bags really quickly. And I was like, whoa, are you okay? Everything okay? Happy New Year. And he's like, yeah, sorry I'm late. I thought you were in a rush. And then I said to him, oh, no, I'm not in a rush. I have all the time.